Let's take a look at how field security works on transactional tables. So for this example, I'm going to navigate back to my field security setup table, and I'm going to have a look for a sales line table. So in this instance, I've added restrictions to the sales line, and I've restricted the unit price from being altered. And I've done this by adding an event trigger. So in this instance, if I drill through onto my event triggers, there are a number of event triggers that I can select from, choosing which document I wish to enable this restriction on. I've chosen to use the sales order line price restriction event trigger, and I've allowed the system to make a change to this field. So where the customer price group and customer discount groups have been set up, this option will allow that value to default through and alter the unit price field on the sales line table as it's a system change. However, direct user changes to the unit price field will be disallowed. So let's take a look at that from the sales order itself. I'm going to navigate back to my role center, and from here I'm going to find the sales order option, and I'm going to create a new one. Let's select the customer. At this point, I've received a notification telling me that the customer's credit limit has been exceeded. So this is standard Business Central working. This can be controlled by a workflow to restrict the sales order from being released. From here, I'm going to navigate through to my sales line, and I'm going to select an item, and I'm going to put in the quantity. So because I have the unit price set up against this customer for this item, it has defaulted through, and the system has allowed that field to be altered because it was a system default value. If I try and change this value, I get an error telling me that that has been set up as a restricted field and cannot be changed. If F5 that, it will then revert that value back to what it should be.